So today wasn't necessarily the best day for me whatsoever. I mean, I had a nosebleed. I wasn't able to go to work. So today, honestly, that we're streaming is an absolute miracle. A miracle. Just like YouTube deciding to be good to its content creators and a good place to make your money from. It was a miracle and it didn't happen. YouTube decided to do a change of service earlier today, actually, and we can read about something that they did. If you're based in the US, you'll notice that we've updated our terms of service today. Last time we made a ToS update, many of you had questions, understandably, about what that means for you. So we've broken the update down part by part in our forum. So, what does this mean? Well, we have no clue because I haven't told you what it means yet. But YouTube is changing their terms of service once again. I was very scared about what could be in the ToS. You know, could my haha funny memes be completely banned? Will I go the route of Stefan Molyneux and have to change my content up to talking about women and protecting their eggs? I am not sure, but I decided to do a little reading into it because I am a part of YouTube and the YouTube community to some degree. So I decided it may be to my best interest to look into the terms of service, and I was shocked about how bad it actually was. Let me take you through one change that they made that I'd like to highlight today. Channels not yet in the YouTube Partner Program. And if you didn't know, the YouTube Partner Program is basically the program for YouTube in which you are eligible to gain money. You can do AdSense. That's where YouTube money comes from when you make it into the YouTube Partner Program. Let's read what they had to say. We added this new section to let you know that starting today, we'll be slowly rolling out ads on a limited number of videos from channels not yet in YPP. This means as a creator that's not in YPP, you may see ads on some of your videos. Since you're not currently in YPP, you won't receive a share of the revenue from these ads, though you'll still have the opportunity to apply to YPP as you normally would once you meet the eligibility requirements. You can also check your progress towards eligibility on the monetization tab on YouTube Studio. So, if you didn't quite catch that, this basically means that YouTube is going to start making money off of channels that can't make their own money from their YouTube channel. So slow growing creators that have been grinding for a while and aren't yet meet their new hiked up eligibility requirements for being able to make some money from YouTube, they're now going to make money from you while you make absolutely nothing from it. Can we get a clap? Honestly, I didn't believe that YouTube could sink much lower with how bad they can treat a lot of their creators. But every single year over year, honestly, they cease to not amaze. It truly is something. It is a superhero feat to always make people angry with what you do. That's wild. And if you didn't know, this is basically wage theft. This means that you can be working, toiling away, hours a day, like tens of hours a week on your videos and growing your channel. Me personally, I spend a decent amount of time on my YouTube. I'm not sure. I maybe for my YouTube channel specifically, I think maybe around 10 to 15 hours a week if I was going to break it down, especially when it comes to my more highly edited videos. In growing our channel, that's a decent amount of time to be investing in. That time that I don't get paid for whatsoever. And at the very least, I can say that at least YouTube doesn't get paid for all the stuff that I do necessarily. But now that is going to change with my viewers having to sit through ads, my viewers having to wait to view my videos, getting pre-rolls, post-rolls, maybe even mid-rolls on some of my more longer form content without me getting a single dime from it, without getting paid whatsoever, with them scraping all of the work, all of the everything from my work, while they do absolutely nothing. So they just dicked over all smaller creators. All of them. If you didn't know the YouTube eligibility requirements that it takes to make it into the YPP, I can show you on my channel in particular where I am. So I'm basically, all things considered, maybe about halfway, like 48% of the way to being able to make any money off of what I do, if while YouTube makes the money. So right now we're at 563 subs, and I need about 1,000, and you need 4,000 hours watched in the last month to be able to join YPP. And right now we're not there yet. Well, I mean, I don't want to make this sound like super salty or whatever, right? But to be able to scrape up money from other people's work, hundreds, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of channels working away to make good on the idea of making money off of their hobby, which I think they should be entitled to. They do all of this work. YouTube makes them. Why can't they? I'm not sure. And before, the YouTube eligibility was far lower than it is now. I have no clue why I decided to hike it, but at the very least, ads didn't play on those videos. So YouTube wasn't scraping up money from other people's work. Now that's going to change. And this is just really unfortunate. Why do they have to do this? There's no reason to. If you wanted to make money off of these videos, how about you lower the eligibility requirement so everyone can share in the work that they put in? What have you done? What's YouTube without the content creators? It's just a sad, lonely app with a couple of sidebar tabs and nothing to show for it. That's all it is. Without the creators, YouTube wouldn't be anything. YouTube wouldn't make any money whatsoever. YouTube wouldn't be as popular. YouTube wouldn't be popular at all. It'd just be a drain. It'd just be a server that sucks money from Google day after day with no return. That's all it would be. This is just really unfortunate that they have to treat people like this. It's really sad that this is the way that we're going as we're in a society that moves more and more towards being centered around the internet, that we have to now be okay with YouTube YouTube taking all of the money from our labor as we get nothing from it. That's just really unfortunate. But I didn't expect too much from YouTube. But honestly, they surprised me at this one. I'm not gonna lie to you.